Hey, so just out on the trail. Um, well, I had a kidney stone. It was brutal. Just couldn't fall asleep. I think I got like 2 hours of sleep last night. But I'm like, whatever. If I go to the park, I think it's not as painful as it was, and then I'll sleep better tonight. Um, so, but I'm not making this video for any particular reason. Just general update on what's going on in my life. Just because I had all these health problems and stuff. And I was looking at going back to school, because IT is such a crap profession right now. And but then people in nursing are like, oh, there's not actually a shortage in nursing. It's just like as far as like students, it's just nobody wants to do the job because our money's worth half of what it was. So if you make like $40 an hour now as a nurse, you're like, wow, like that's really impressive money. But it's equivalent to what $20 an hour was 20 years ago. And 20 years ago, people I knew straight out of college with no experience would get a $20 an hour job, not even in their field. No experience, not even in their field. Just be like, hey, I'm a history major and I'm gonna work in a biology lab, and they make $20 an hour. So, you know, and that's nursing supposed to be one of the most premier professions, and I've never made $40 an hour in IT. I mean, you gotta have like, you know, I don't know, you gotta know people or have decades of experience or both or a master's plus decades of experience. It's crazy. It's nuts, man. So, but I'm just focusing on fitness, just being healthy because the rest of life kind of takes care of itself. Like, I don't have a bunch of kids where I'm like really stressed about money. I don't have like a mortgage. Um, so I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I figure as long as I'm healthy, it doesn't really matter. So who knows? Maybe someday I'll go out and I was thinking I might get some land outside of town, and then I could build my own house on it. Cause not like I couldn't just go in and like build a house like you'd see in like all these suburbs that pop up. Uh, I don't have that kind of skill, but there's all kinds of YouTube videos on how to make like cabins and convert sheds and barns and all this kind of stuff, so I could make something livable and comfortable, insulated, air conditioned, fresh water, running water, um, and I could do it for cheap. And I'm like, that's the only way I'll ever probably have my own home. Uh, so yeah, that's an option. Plus, if I lived out in the country, I could have animals and such. I'll take my chickens out there. Other than that, I'm trying to find a soccer group. There's no soccer in Columbus, apparently. Like, it's weird, man. Like in Florida, it was really easy to find someone to play soccer with or basketball or whatever. But around here, it's like people don't go out and do physical things like that as much. I mean, there's like 1.5 million people here around Columbus, and it's really difficult. And down in Florida, when I lived at Vero Beach, it was like, I don't know, there's like 20,000 people in that area, and it was really easy to find someone to play sports with. So that's what I mean, like relatively, it's terrible. But I go to the gym, play basketball, swim, stuff like that. So that's good. And yeah, that's about what's going on with me. I'm exhausted. Jeez. I had probably took like 30 milligrams of hydrocodone throughout the night. And thankfully, not in too much pain now. Um, Found a guy pissing in the woods. That was interesting. He thought he was all alone. I mean, he had to go. I'm not judging, but uh, I just walked up on him, so that was awkward. But yeah, that's. I think I'm just gonna go home and vegetate. take it easy. I mean, I'll work out throughout the day. I usually do like an hour timer. So like on my watch, I'll just set it. Just click the button, it resets, counts down. And then I get up, do stretching, weightlifting, whatever. Not the same thing like days in a row, but like this is excluding neck stuff. This is just like general exercise. Like I still do like iron neck and flexion extension head harness and side bends with like holding the weight on the side of my head and moving it like laying off the side of the mattress, and then reverse when you lay on your back and then you tuck in your chin and you can hold a weight on your forehead when you do that. I don't know why I'm wearing this. I'm in the woods. But yeah, so do that, and then hopefully I'll sleep better and stay away from anything salty. I think it's a combination of like, if I don't filter the water, there's a lot of like minerals in the water we have here. I think it's like well water or something. And so then if I eat a bunch of salt alongside that, which I did, I mean, I was eating like some salsa, and it wasn't like really unhealthy food. It just, I put a lot of salt on my beef when I was cooking it, and so I don't know. I just gotta avoid that. I mean, people say, whenever I say like, I'm careful about my salt intake, people are like, "Oh, you need salt though," and what they're really thinking is, I eat a metric shit ton of salt, so I don't want to be making mistakes, so I have to rationalize this. And it's like, yeah, you don't really like. I mean, like if you look at like hunter gatherers, like living down in like Brazil or Colombia or wherever, like, or Argentina. I forget where they live in the Amazon down there, but yeah, I mean they're not just like eating like thousands of milligrams of salt per meal. Like where would they get that from? And they're fine. They're healthier than we are. So I think it's like, and I think about any animal, like because we evolve. Our diet is supposed to work how we evolve, right? Our natural environment, right? Like the sun kills us, but then, I mean, it could cause damage to like living things, right? It damages like physical objects. If you leave stuff out in the sun, it can get like damaged, all the radiation and whatnot. But we evolve, and then now we use the sun and we make vitamin D, and it makes us feel good. So you evolved your environment, and so our natural environment doesn't have a lot of salt. So yeah. Anyways, I'm just trying to eat as natural as I can because that's what my body wants. And yeah, it's like 90 now. I put some ice water in the thingamajig. There's like this big barrel kind of thing that has nipples on it, like metal things that the chickens push in with their beak, and then water comes out. And it's really well insulated, so I put like half ice, half water, and it stays cold throughout the day. So they're happy, and they're laying eggs now, so that's good. Started playing Dungeons and Dragons. I think Daggerheart actually, but I got a group to play Daggerheart, and then I might join another group to play Dungeons and Dragons, like 5th edition rules. And then then just want to get back into sports. Like, I mean, I go to the gym and all that, but there's nothing like playing soccer, and as long as the weather's not like 90, but running up and down the field playing soccer, like 7-on-7, so much better. Like 11-on-11 stinks. Like it really, like whoever invented soccer, like it's like if you watch soccer and you're like, this is boring, it's because it's boring. Like it's too hard to score. It's just way too hard, and too often as a player you're not doing anything. You're just hanging out, like watching other people. So I'm not saying like it's not a difficult or like skillful sport. I just think it's not fun. Like if you were going to design a sport so that it was fun for the players, like, and a lot of the players that play, like I mean, look at people like when they're kids growing up, they're not playing like 11 on 11. They're playing like shorter field games in their backyard or at a school or something, and they're having a great time. And I swear, like 7-on-7 seems to be perfect because you have one person for a goalie, and then it's 6-on-6 on the field. And the goalie use smaller goals like 12 footers, and it's smaller, so you think it'd be harder to score, but you just say the goalie can only use their hands if they stay on the line. Like if they come out, if they step off the line more than like a yard or something like that, we're not like too picky about it, but just have to stay close to the net, and then that way you can't cut people's angle off, and so then it's actually possible to score. And so you can have a goalie, you can have a 12-foot goal, they're really nice because you can buy those and they're portable, and then you go and set them up on like a nice patch of grass. Like baseball outfields are amazing because they're well manicured and nobody uses them. Like they get very little traffic. So you set up on a baseball outfield, and then the grass is just perfect. And yeah, so that kind of stuff is it's really fun. And we play pickup, so it's not like like you could suck and nobody cares. Like my philosophy is just like, yeah, we're just like adults here. I mean, kids could play too if they want, if they're not too small, but we're just having fun, and that's it. So, you play hard if you're good, great. If you suck, then, we'll just take it easy. It's just like when you were kids and you would go, go around the baseball field or play tag or dodgeball or street hockey or whatever. And it's just for fun. There's no, like you weren't stressed about it. That'd be silly, you know? And I think a lot of adults don't have that outlet. It's kind of lame because it's like we already have jobs. We already have like serious responsibilities. Maybe like we don't have an issue, but maybe like a family member does, and we have to help them, take care of them or whatever, or you have kids but I think, like sports are a great outlet for like fun that also gives you the benefit of like a very strong like social life and also great health, fitness. Like when you go hang out with a bunch of good friends and you play soccer and you're really like exhausted and you had a good time, like the mental health benefits and the physical health benefits, or you just feel so good. The social, your social needs are met. So anyway, just checking in. Let's see.